Hey guys, Lee from Overbite Gaming here, and because Snare's doing a game that I don't want to play, I figured I'd do a game that he doesn't want to play and give you a first impressions video of it, because it's that time of year again, and we have another Call of Duty on our hands, and this one has gone back to World War II, harkening back to its glory days before it became the yearly release that everybody took the piss out of, even though it made good money every time. Now, to be fair, I actually liked Infinite Warfare, which was the previous game. I really dug the mix-up, that you got to choose missions off a map, and some of them were in fighters, and I really liked that, and the sort of the weapons working differently against different bad guys. And the storyline wasn't too bad either. I never really delved into multiplayer. I have played some multiplayer of this one, at Snare's request. He's like, you're doing a Call of Duty game, you gotta play the fucking multiplayer, son. So I played some multiplayer, which we'll talk about later. We'll go into the campaign first. As I said, World War II, and you are playing as a Marine called Daniels, or an Army man called Daniels, an action man, if you will. And it's the conquest of sort of Germany and France, and going in and kicking the crap out of the Nazis, as per usual in the World War II bits of these games. It's just another Call of Duty game. They have done a few things to make it more similar to the earlier games, such as no respawning health, or reinvigorating health, wherever you want to say it. Regenerating, that is the word I was so desperately grasping for. Got it in the end. Now we have med packs that you have to use. You can carry up to 4 of them. You press, weirdly enough, 6 on the keyboard, which is kind of inconvenient. Any that uses that. You can also get them from, you have a few buddies that each carry different stuff. So you get one that has ammo, one that has grenades, one that has sort of mortar strikes, and then you have the guy that has the med packs. And you just basically look at him, press N, and he'll throw you a med pack to replenish you. And he's got a timer on him, so basically, as you kill things, his timer will sort of speed up, and then he'll be ready to give you another one. So there is some element of that, although you don't get him on every mission, which is a bit annoying. It's even more annoying when you don't get the ammo guy on every mission, because ammo for particular weapon types can be a bit scarce in the campaign. So you have to be willing to drop the weapon you actually like using in favour of one that you don't. Another thing I noticed about the shooting, and I actually went back to Infinite Warfare to check if this was the case, there's no reticle whatsoever while you're not aiming down the iron sights. Now, I don't know if there's an option buried in there that I just couldn't find, but there's none of that. So hip firing is try and get them in the center of the screen, and maybe you'll get lucky. It does sort of show when you hit them, but other than that, there's no real way of aiming unless you look down the iron sights. But the campaign itself is pretty well done. It does try and get you to invest in some of the characters. I've not finished it yet. As I said, this is a first impressions video. I think I've put about 6 hours into it so far, so I can't be far off finishing it. It does start off on the footage that will be playing in the background behind me in the invasion of the beach at Normandy. I may cut some of that out because I died a lot, even after doing it once the first time and not dying at all. This time I was just shot to shit all over the place until I decided, yeah, cover may be a good idea. So it's fun. I don't have anything against it. Call of Duty for me is it's like an old blanket. It's not the most exciting thing, but you know where you are with it most of the time. Now, what most people will buy this for, although I don't, I prefer the campaigns because I don't really like competitiveness in that respect with other people, because I'm usually pretty terrible. I've captured my first, and possibly my only, game of multiplayer play. It does vary up a bit, and you have different sort of fields you can join, different, I can't remember what they're called even, I've just seen it, how stupid is that? Sort of disciplines where you can be like an infantryman, an airborne, a demolitions guy, mounting thing, blah blah, and they have different bonuses, and that makes it a little bit more interesting, but it still has the same old problem for me. It's getting shot in the back within 15 seconds and going, oh, there was a guy there, great, thanks again. And the game I was put into, there was like level 55 guys in there. I'm coming in as like level 1 with base weaponry. There's a point where I'm like literally just stood toe to toe with this guy, just emptying our mags on each other, and of course I die first because his weapon's better. That has always been a slight problem for me, in that if you haven't jumped in there from day one and played it extensively, you're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind fast. And actually breaking in when everybody is so advanced is a real off-putter, because you're just dying all the time. I think I managed 2 kills in the match, and I died 12 times. I mean, they just seem to be, they know the map, they have better weapons, and yeah, they're probably better than me, but come on, I can put a cursor over something, god damn it. But overall, I'm quite impressed. It does run pretty well, and I will say that the campaign footage, for some reason, was hitching on me when I captured it. It may be that I saved it accidentally onto the same disk as the game was running through, and so it was bottlenecking a little bit. There was no problem like that, apart from one tiny bit of lag in the multiplayer, though. But normally the campaign runs flawlessly. It's good fun. I'm not sure I would recommend a full price purchase if you're just going to go in for the campaign. It's going to be, the standard 8 hours or something like that. That's a lot of money to pay for that. If you're into the multiplayer, there's nothing wrong with it other than, guys being over leveled for entry guys. You'll eventually get by that. You'll just have to grind it out and die a lot. I hate playing team games. I'm just playing a team deathmatch and I'm like dying all the time. It's just like I'm a detriment to my team, but there's nothing I can do because I'm low level and I need to just go through it. But anyway, I would probably, what I've played so far, I am enjoying. There's no doubt about that. There is a particular stealth mission in the campaign which is a bit different, and it's kind of nice because you have to remember a backstory and you get asked questions at checkpoints and you have to remember what it said. So that's a nice little departure. I'd like to see more of that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. I don't regret buying it, which is, I suppose, the key to whenever you buy a game, is that you never regret buying it. I don't know if I'll play any more of the multiplayer. It wasn't bad. I mean, I wasn't getting particularly stressed over it. I mean, it just got to the point, but when I died like the 8th time, I was just like, oh, another one, okay, whatever, respawn. And there was one piece of in-game communication which was particularly vulgar, but that is the audience you're dealing with these things on the multiplayer. They just can't stop saying that C word, can they now? Anyway, guys, I would recommend a buy if you're into the multiplayer. If you like the campaign, maybe wait for a Steam sale or when it comes down in price, although Call of Duty games generally retain their price for a long time, so you might just have to bite the bullet if you want to buy the campaign. Bite the bullet if you want to play the campaign, even. Yeesh. Anyway, guys, that was my short first impressions video of Call of Duty World War II. And, yeah, so I'll probably get it for you for Christmas, Dad. I know you like all this shit. Now, on Thursday, I'm going to be doing another retrospective. I won't tell you what of, because I want you to watch the damn thing. But take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you then. He's spending 60% of his life locked in his fucking car shooting the same things over and over.
Okay, that's a good point. We'll come on to this now. So, in this game, we now have access to... I don't know if it was in the last game or not. I didn't play that one, but the risk is much higher as well.
Yeah, it's not just a PvP area either. It's an area that allows PvP, but there are AI enemies in there, and they're all hella tough. It's definitely designed for cooperative play in there.
Yeah, and I'd actually suggest